Welcome to UC Today. We're here live at UC Expo. I have with me today Andy Elliot from AudioCodes. Welcome to the show, Andy. How are you today?
I'm very well, David. Thank you very much. Thanks for popping by to see us. It's great to be at an actual live event with real people. It's fantastic.
Excellent. So, AudioCodes, we're here. Tell us, what are the major themes and things you're talking about to your customers and partners here?
Yeah, great. Well, the major themes, I think, are all linked to this evolving hybrid workplace. Yeah. People working from home, from the office, remotely. How do they deal with that? How do they handle the new reality? We're seeing many of our customers migrating from traditional telephony platforms to UC platforms like Microsoft Teams and Zoom Phone and things like that. So what they're really trying to do is how do they connect the two worlds, right? How do they move from one to the other in a simple and seamless way as possible? And there's a lot of complexity. You know, it's not as simple as it may sound. Any organization that's got multiple sites has got perhaps different PBX platforms within their network, analog devices in manufacturing areas. There's lots of complexity there. We help them through it, help them through the process, and help them move to Teams or Zoom Phone in a simple way. And you know, what we're finding is that's the key requirement at the moment. A lot of people rushed to adopt things like Microsoft Teams over the last 18 months, and now they're trying to work out, okay, how do we make this sustainable long term? How do we keep our people connected, collaborating wherever they happen to be? And that's what we talk about with them.
Well, tell us, that interoperability between platforms, vendors, and systems, and people like yourself. Just how fundamental is that going to be with delivering this new hybrid workplace we're all talking about?
Yeah, it's absolutely critical because nobody. Very rarely does an enterprise start from scratch, right? And it's a greenfield site, right? They all have legacy equipment, legacy PBX equipment. If they're a multinational company, they'll have PBXs from different vendors in different countries, whether it's Alcatel in France, Unify in Germany, Mitel and Avaya here in the UK. So they'll have very different needs. So what they're looking for is someone that can help, almost be a hub in between all of that to help connect those environments and connect all of their users to Microsoft Teams, as an example. In a simple way. So, and we also get lots of other things that they kind of take for granted in legacy world that they need to do in the new world, and things like, for example, if they have regulatory requirements for compliance recording, well, how do they do that in a Teams environment? So we talk them through and we help them through those types of migration scenarios, if you like.
So Microsoft Teams, everyone's talking about it. 250 million daily active users, I think, at the last count. It's probably more now, I suspect. How important, how pivotal is this platform going to be for this future of work? And there are other platforms out there. There's some here in the hall today. But how big a part will Microsoft play in this?
I think Microsoft will play a huge part in it. I think they clearly already have a very strong position within the enterprise market anyway, and they can build on that and leverage that. I also see Microsoft really developing Teams. It's continually evolving, right? So, it doesn't stand still. And I think that's really important because as they add new functionality, new capabilities for the rest of the ecosystem around it, we need to keep pace with that. We need to keep working with Microsoft so that we can connect with it, integrate with it, add further value to it. And I think that's what we're doing. But Microsoft are fundamental and key to this whole UC development, I think.
So 2022, is rolling upon us pretty quickly. I don't know where the year's gone, but what are you excited about for the coming year? What's really going to get AudioCodes fired up for next year?
There's a number of things. I think some of the more innovative areas are really quite interesting. We're talking to a lot of customers, for example, about things like chatbots and integrating chatbots with voice environments. So most contact center environments have a chatbot capability in terms of people engaging with them. Well, how do you connect that to your voice channels? How do you make that an integral part of what you do? So we see that as a key area. Conversational IVR is another area that we see a lot of requirement for. IVR, everybody's had it for years, right? People get fed up, press 1 for this, 2 for this, 3 for this. Well, if I can talk to that IVR, my interaction with the customer is far easier and far smoother. So I think we'll span into lots of different application areas, connecting voice and voice applications into the Teams environment. And I think that'll be key for us.
Andy, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a really great show.
I'm sure we will. It started off great. Thank you, David.
And thank you for watching me, David Dungay. I'm here live at UC Expo. If you want to catch up with all the latest information and news to come from the event, please make sure you do on uctoday.com. Thanks for watching. See you next time.